Hello, this is Francis and Gubo. Subscribe and like the Trevor Beer. Also, donate at Cash App # Bingo G14.
Hey, thank you, Francis. It is good to have you back in the Triple B, huh? Yes, listen to your boy Francis. Get on the Cash App. Man hasn't been paid for 9 months' blood. Anyway, enough whinging, man. I do it for the funds, but here we are, man. Yeah. Jordan Thompson with Jai Opetaia, you know. What we've got here is a genuine world title fight this weekend, you know, between arguably the world's #1 cruiserweight, Australia's Jai Opetaia, and the UK's Jordan Thompson for the IBF World Cruiserweight title. But basically, as I said, I think Jai beat the man who was #1 and became the man. Anyway, so the fight is in London, which is odd, as Jordan Thompson is from Manchester, England, as David Diamante Greenblatt would say, and surely, and don't call me Shirley, they should have done it right at the O2 in Manchester, England. You know, possibly at the AO Arena, which I think is about the same size, which is a legendary location where the Triple B trolled Kugan Cassius at the Leewood fight, and also the arena where Tony Bomber Bellend got dumped on the canvas in both the doggy and missionary style position by Alexander Usyk. Although we have to be clear on that night, the bomber tattoo on his back is a reference to his potent punching power and in no way insensitive to the tragedy which unfolded in this arena at the Ariana Grande concert. Manchester will never forget. Yeah. Thanks for that, Adam. Thanks for explaining that, man. What a clown, man. I'm sure there was thousands of Mancunians, about to ring Sky Sports and complain that that evil scouse bugger Tony Bellew was mocking all those poor kids, killed in that very arena by the terroristic bomber. What a clown Smith is. I almost miss him. So, Jai Opetaia and Jordan Thompson. Now, they're both quite weird looking guys, man. I always think Opetaia, if you look at his face, it looks like it's constructed by CGI, you know what I mean? He looked like a fake person, made by an AI art program, I don't know what prompts you'd put in, But he's got that unreal look about his face. It's shiny. He's got this weird, really high cheekbones. He just doesn't look like a real person. He looks like he's made of some kind of, like I said, CGI or plastic. Yeah. And then you got Jordan Thompson. Yeah, and Jordan Thompson looks like a lanky version of AKA Skins, as if Leon Skinner. By the way, seems to have gone undercover, and I wonder what's going on there. He's disappeared, shut down his Insta. Maybe he's going to do a book on his relationship with Gay J. But who knows, man? But it looks like Leon Skinner, aka Skins, is like looking in one of those elongated mirrors at a local fair or a circus. Two weird looking guys. I mean, no, Thompson's not weird looking, to be honest with you. He just looks exactly like Skins, stretched version of Skins. And Jai is pretty useful though. He had a war with Maris Breedis Prescott in Straya, if you remember, the Triple B. He don't like to brag. Triple B don't like to brag. But I tipped that fight exactly. I predicted an Opetaia points win, and a lot of people in the comments are going, nah, Breedis too strong. And Breedis is a strong guy, impressive guy. Like I said, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but it was like a 5-1 prediction or something. And he came through some hairy moments, Opetaia. But he also hurt Bradis early, but he came through some hairy moments. I think he had a bust-up jaw. He said he was eating through a straw for like 4 months. So he's obviously very tough, man. You know. And Opetaia is a puncher. You know, 22 fights, 22 wins with 17 big wins by way of knockout. Huh? Although before, you know, the Super Mario Bradis fight, he hadn't beaten anyone in world class, really. You know. But I just seen him fight, and I you know, that's why I tipped him. And he was a good amateur too. And Bradis was aging, but you know, to be honest, it was a great fight. I don't know if Bradis is still fighting. You know, he's been up a heavyweight as well, Bradis. He banged out the WBA regular champion, Mahmoud Manuel Char. I mean, you know, he really put him over when he was giving away like 30 pounds. I'm talking like Manuel's face down, airs up kind of knockout. But anyway, back to the fight. I'm not, you know what? I'm not sure why Jai is not headlining in Australia. Yeah, I mean, boxing's not huge in Australia, but you know, they get behind their own. They get rinsed in Australia because they pay like 80 Aussie dollar to watch, you know, some rugby player beat another rugby player. It's terrible, you know. But whatever. Maybe he was offered a good payday by Eddie Hearn, a good payday to come over, and you can't turn that down, right? Though, you know, why against Jordan Thompson and would Eddie Hearn fork out, you know, a big purse like that to Opetaia to tempt him over? I mean, what I mean by that is that Thompson has no real pedigree, you know, as a pro. Even I don't think he had any fights as an amateur. You know, he came through unlicensed or white collar type fights, I think. You know, I don't know, maybe Eddie sees something in him and he thinks, right, I'm gonna overpay, get Opetaia over and get him beat. But you know, I mean Thompson, the problem is his best with is Luke Watkins, who's tough, but you know, he's no world class player. He got dropped. That is, Thompson got dropped in his penultimate fight by the Ordinary, but you know, decent punch in Vasyl Ducard, who incidentally is on the undercard against Shavon C4 Clark, who I don't rate either. I don't really rate him that much in the fights I've seen him. Vasyl Ducard is actually quite dangerous, but I don't know, man. Could there be an upset there? I don't know. It's a long shot. But yeah, Jordan Thompson. So I've got no haterism. Not haterism. I wish him good luck. But I have no idea how he got a world title shot without beating a single vaguely world title person. You could say the same thing about Opetaia, but Opetaia's record was still more impressive than Thompson. Yeah, he's got some weird nickname, the practitioner of artistic violence. It's just pretty whack. I bet he thought it was real clever when he came up with that. Oh yeah, no one's gonna forget that. No man, people are gonna be thinking you plum. But and he's lanky at 6'6", man. And he really, like, when they face to face, he seemed to tower over the allegedly 6'2" Opetaia. You know, like a 6-inch difference, you know? Different weight division type scenarios. You know, I don't know if Opetaia is 6'2". I'm not sure. Athletes are, you know, are often exaggerating their height, like the allegedly 6'9" Tyson Fury. But regardless, Jordan Thompson looked in fantastic shape, man. Fantastic shape, I gotta say. Really lean, you know. He looked like he could put on a big good stone. I would imagine overnight. He's got broad shoulders. Yeah. But my feeling, I don't know, man. Do you know, when I saw the weigh in, I started backtracking a bit, going, actually, maybe he has got a chance, Thompson. But is it a decent chance? I was thinking it was a foregone conclusion. You know, those lanky fighters are usually chinny, and Thompson was hurt by Vasyl Ducard. But I'm going to stick to my original prediction, which was I see Opetaia, you know, getting to grips with the lanky Thompson and stopping him between rounds 5 and 8. It may go a bit later, you know. I mean, like I said, Thompson could. You know, he's awkward at that size, and he looks really up for it and in good shape. So I'm looking forward to this fight. You know, huh? Unfortunately, The undercard is one of the worst world title undercards I've ever seen, man. There are 4 women's bouts on it, for crying out loud. 4 women's bouts. 4 women's bouts out of 9 fights. You know, so you got 5 men's fights, one of which is the obligatory these days. A fighter of Pakistani descent. Every big show has now, and you know there's quite a big Asian interest in boxing, whereas there wasn't back in the day. But since what's his name, Amir Khan, and especially Nazim Hamed. Now, obviously, Nazim is not of Pakistani or Asian descent. He's from Yemen, but you know, he's a Muslim from Yemen. But he does look very Pakistani, to be honest with you. But yeah, so the 4 women's bouts. I mean, come on, blood. Oh yeah, sorry. There is a one. As I said, the Shavon C4. What's C4? Some kind of like explosive, right? C4 Shavon Clark Vasyl Dukov fight. It's not bad. Vasyl is a big underdog, but he's still dangerous. So I don't mind that fight. But the 4 women's fights, I mean, come on, blood. Come on, blood. Now I know that Eddie needs to save some money, you know, because he paid to get Opetaia to come over. But man, 4 women's fights. They don't sell no tickets either because no one cares about it, man. It's a fraud. It's an agenda-based fraud that they have to do because their masters tell them to do it. Yeah. And if you look into it, you can see you got to have diversity and women boxing, in it. I mean, imagine buying a ticket for this trash show, man. I'm not even going to list the women fighting because, you know, the women masquerading and pretending to be actual pro boxers, man. But I know there's that one that looks like the banjo player in Deliverance, man. I mean, she's a real eyesore, and she's rubbish at boxing. But that you know, there's no need to say that because we know. And also on the other side, right? So you know, there's also a Sky event. So you think, oh, I might flick over to the Sky. Well, don't bother, man. You know, while the women's on, don't bother, because you got the Sky main event is Caroline Dubon, brother of the triple knee, Daniel Dubon, right? With an undercard of and that's the main event. Can you imagine buying for that? And Francesca Hennessy is on the undercard. Francesca is a big Michael, shades of Ali, Hennessy's dumpy daughter turning pro. And I've seen this all over the place. You know, it's just like the old timers, man. They must be turning in my grave. And I don't know if you can hear it, but my dog's snoring because he knows. He knows. Hang on. Yeah, my dog's snoring because he knows. He hears his old man, the Triple B, talking about boxing. It's about women's boxing. That's enough, man. I'm gonna have a little kip, man. But anyway, I am looking forward to the Thompson Opetaia fight. It's a very interesting one. It's an interesting one, you know. And like I said, I'm sticking with Opetaia. You know, he's been 15 months out, but Thompson's physique and size, I mean, he's massive. He could be like a heavyweight. He can move up to heavyweight, no problem. Yeah, but may cause him problems. But I just think he's a bit fragile, and he'll get caught. Anyway, peace in the Middle East.